Welcome, Cancer. This is your December monthly crystal ball and tarot reading. I have to be honest with you, I had a look through the crystal ball and I was kind of feeling sad I wasn't going to do this message and the reading, but then I think it's actually important because I was feeling like someone's missing from Christmas celebrations this year. And I wasn't sure of who it was exactly, but it felt like for perhaps somebody has crossed over, has passed quite recently, and it's going to be the first sort of Christmas without somebody special in the family. That was one of the messages that I saw, and then I did see what looked like uniform as well, and I was thinking perhaps somebody actually is away and having to work away, whether that's in the armed forces or whether there is somebody who's normally quite the life of the party that has to do perhaps they're working in a hospital, working in a medical scenario, and they're on the roster that day. And then I was seeing children as well, whether that's children that are feeling sad or affected by it, or if it's a co-parenting scenario and somebody can't, have their children on Christmas Day. So sorry to sort of start on that note, but I was getting that everything's going to be okay. And for those people, look at the blessings on the day. It's still a wonderful day to be grateful for everything that we have and the blessings that are around us. So that was what I was getting to sort of start out there, Cancer. So I just thought, well, that message must be important, because I was sitting there trying to sort of wonder whether I was going to talk about it, but then I thought, yep, it needs to be mention, because maybe you need to hear that everything's going to be okay. We've got the Page of Pentacles coming straight out, and here's the very happy little child here with the dog having fun in the garden. And that just makes me actually smile and think, it's the simple things, isn't it, in life when it comes to Christmas. We've got the Empress here too. So it could be the mother of your children, or it could be the birth of a new idea, the birth of a child, somebody who's pregnant. The Empress as well is the sort of motherly figure in the family as well, Cancer. So it could be that's the person that you are that's showing up in this reading. Lovely energy, the Empress, and I've got the Six of Cups out as well. So this can be past relationships, sort of childhood sweethearts, energy that's like that as well, thinking back to the past, lots of reflection kind of energy there. So there could be somebody from the past that's playing on your mind as well there, Cancer. Of course, Cups energy is right up your alley, very emotional stuff, being the water signs of Pisces, Cancers and Scorpios. Oh, nice. We've got Temperance here to balance everything out, and this is the Sagittarius card. So the Sagittarius, there could be a Sagittarius that's involved in this scenario. It could be the person who is maybe normally there that's away. But, this is nice energy. Remember the simple things, to enjoy those pleasures at Christmas time. That's what I'm drawn to, Christmas time, and sharing, making, baking a cake. You've got the eggs and the whisk out here, and the milk. Looks like, everybody's kind of deciding to do stuff together and make something out of a scenario. Oh, here we go. 10 of Swords straight away. I'm noticing the certificate, the divorce certificate, and it's come out sort of sideways. So listen, underneath the Empress card, I can't help but sort of say that perhaps there is a scenario with a family here where you're unable to see a child that you would normally have spent time with, And it could be that you're the mother, or the mother of the children is going to be the one that's got the children this time of year. So, looking at that as the message, and it won't be for everybody that is watching him, but that could be also the Ten of Swords. Just could be, not talking about everybody having a divorce, but it could be that you're just under a lot of pressure and strain, because it feels as though you've got these 10 swords that are kind of almost like they're in your back, like something unexpected has happened, or the plans have been changed around. Seeing the clock here, it could have been a rostering thing that has changed, that you were expecting to not be working, or that you were supposed to be your holiday. Something's happened. Sometimes these kind of Tens of Swords can mean that somebody else became sick, and then you've had to fill in. Yeah, and look, you've got the Five of Pentacles here. So you've got this feeling left out in the cold. This one's a particularly fun because it's a bride that's being left outside the church whilst she's looking at the drapes that are turned into a sort of shadows of another couple, looking like they're about to kiss. And this is the one where they always sort of say that in the normal Rider-Waite deck that there's two people that are outside in the snow and they're looking in, but there's a window into a church, and you like go inside, it's warm in there, and they don't realize that it's quite easy to enter the space, and that this is like an illusion, something in your mind. But yeah, look, I have to admit, the energy is not totally vibrant. It's a bit gloomy. We've got the Lovers at the bottom of the deck here. So that's actually what could be the whole, what is going on here, that it's to do with relationships, that it was a love interest, where this is, somebody who you could be kept away from, unable to see. It could be the Six of Cups coming back around again with the Lovers. So we'll just see what is going to come up in the clarifying cards to know exactly what significant the Lovers has for us. I often think of it as a Gemini card to me, but it's sometimes depicted as others. But let's just have a little look and get some clarifying on the Page of Pentacles. Page of Pentacles is the King of Pentacles. And I'm going to take the other one too, with the Ace of Cups. So this is quite lovely, emotional energy that's coming in here. So Page of Pentacles, I'm just, in this case, small offer, but I'm seeing it really focusing on this child playing outside and having this kind of cubby house and the happy life. And I'm seeing that, the potential is here to have this great kind of husband, father figure here, and the Ace of Cups. So maybe you're hoping to bring that in with this Lovers, like you want to be able to have a stability. That's what I'm feeling, is that, it feels as though things have been a bit unstable with the messages that I was getting, and what you're looking for is to change around the energy so that you have this Ace of Cups, very fulfilling relationship energy, in with the King of Pentacles energy. And again, tarot isn't gender based, so it could be a male or female, but somebody who is a good provider. Often that card depicts Taurus, a Capricorn, or a Virgo type energy. And we'll get some more messages just to see where it's going, but that's what you're hoping for, is to have, a end of year, start of new year with this nice stable energy where you've got everybody feeling happy and feeling as though you've got a household that is, able to come together and have, I'm kind of thinking almost like the boring lifestyle where you have meals together and all of that, which is perfect, right? Like that's what everybody really strives for. At the moment with the Empress, you've got the Two of Swords. So yeah, you feel as though there's choices to be made and, you're blindfolded. If we're talking about that case of if we're talking about in the negative sort of sense, where there is a bit of a battle with children, you feel as though you don't know which way you're supposed to head with the decisions that are on the table. Co-parenting could be tricky, you're trying to watch your communication and be careful where you step. And if it's about if it is about this Empress, also you're not too sure if it's somebody who is a love interest, you're not too sure where you stand and you don't quite know which way it's going to go. So it just feels like we have a bit of unsettled energy. And if it's someone from the past, let's see with the Six of Cups what we're going to get, another message regarding that, because it could be that you don't have all of the information. Perhaps somebody's shown back up in your life that wasn't, was a bit of a surprise around this time. And, people do contact around Christmas and New Year to check how everybody is. So the Six of Cups and has got the Four of Wands. That's the typical sort of marriage card. So this could be about somebody who you were married to, or it could be somebody who is a potential for that type of serious relationship. It's just that the energy altogether has been a little bit all over the place, and you're not quite feeling your whole self. So I would say that, the Four of Wands coming up with the Six of Cups is actually very, it would normally be really good energy. But I think just with this before, you're just not sure what you're getting here. So obviously the thing to do here is to follow that temperance there and be balanced. So yeah, Seven of Pentacles. You've been working away at everything. Your emotional stability, your finances. You've been putting a lot of energy into, building up this household lifestyle, your career and things like that. And you want that to be where you're headed is into this temperance energy, where you've got that balance. And I think you're feeling just as though it's not quite there yet. And the Ten of Swords is what is really getting in your way, is that you want it to turn into the Ten of Cups. You have this ability, something that is blocking you is this feeling of being left out in the cold, and that's what's sort of interrupting your energy here, Cancer, because the Ten of Cups is that happy family. And if you're putting too much pressure on this Christmas and New Year and feeling as though, I've rostered on, I'm missing out on this important day, or, this is the first time when we're separated and I don't have the kids, or, it should have been my turn to have them, or we've had to switch things around for some reason. It doesn't matter when you see your family, because they're always here. Like, this can't be taken away from you. And you're to think, remind yourself that the actual day of Christmas, it doesn't need to be celebrated on the exact day that it comes on. It doesn't need to be 25th of December. Like, there's days around that. Your family are thinking of you the whole time. So the lovely thing to do is to know that everybody is thinking of you on that day, and that you're not left behind. You're not feeling, and try not to have those feelings of, I'm just hearing resentment. And yeah, I've just seen this. I'm not going to take it, but I've just seen the Five of Swords, that kind of up in your head resentment feeling. And that was with the Five of Pentacles. It didn't actually come out in a way that I would like to, where I know it's confirmed to me. So I just thought, little message there. We want to sort of have this turned around, the Five of Pentacles, and come out from out in the cold and start to turn your energy around, Cancer, because it's just not quite what you want. I mean, you've got the Ten of Cups here. It can be, but there's just, a bit of stuck energy. And I always feel like oh, here we go. Page of Swords is coming out, and you've got it with the King of Cups. Oh, and the Wheel. Okay, so this is what we wanted, is a bit of a change in energy. So let's have a look at this. So all together, we've got that here's the chance for the end of year where a big cycle is closing out and there's a new way of entering into January, the start of the year. 10 is the Wheel, and you know it's a major arcana here. I'm feeling like this is really positive because it's coming with the King of Cups, which is your Pisces, your Cancers, and your Scorpios. So of course it's you guys, and this straight away just made me think, yep, this is representing you in your emotional, stable, high vibrational self. You're here, you're mastering the water, you're relaxed, you've got, you know, looks like hobbies, sailing boat, there could be doing some fishing, could be enjoying yourself in this type of energy, you know, grounding in salt water, all of that. And, you know, you're walking this tightrope at the moment, and you've got all of these ideas of ways of sort of moving forward. And I just feel like, yeah, this is what you need to really do to come out of this Five of Pentacles, is to remember your blessings and, you know, have these like illuminated moments when you're in this state of relaxation and putting the emotional energy into yourself, making sure that, you know, you've got time to relax and that you're enjoying, you know, being in your own true energy, you know, and when you're like that, you bring forward a lot more of the information that you need to be able to cross over these tricky paths and go into this new energy. And I feel like this reminds me of the Fool card, where, you know, you're taking a leap of faith in a way, and that's going to illuminate the path to come out of this Five of Pentacles. So yeah, it's not exactly the flowing energy that you want to have, but let's look at what, underneath the Lovers, we've got the Ace of Pentacles. That's exactly what you want to see together. Happy relationships, abundant with everything that you need. Perhaps there's a Knight of Wands involved with that. Could be a Sagittarius, could be a Leo, could be an Aries. For me, a lot of the time it's a Sagittarius card. So, you know, I think that there is good things that are coming once you shift your energy over. Have another look at the King of Cups. Like, look at his behavior there. It looks like he's, you know, this could almost be a singing bowl here, and he looks like he's very chilled out, very relaxed. And I think that's the kind of energy that you need to try to harness at the moment, because, you know, things can get a bit topsy-turvy. Let's see what's coming up in the Romance Angel deck. I'm curious to ask a question about this Six of Cups, to know who the Six of Cups is. And I'm having trouble with my throat chakra as soon as I'm saying that. I've had this in another reading. So that's going to be somebody who you haven't heard from in a good while, and then they've popped back up, and there's something that's been not said between you, something where either you haven't spoken your truth or they haven't spoken their truth, and that's what's sort of held you back potentially the whole time. Here we go. Deception. Someone is wearing a false self mask in this relationship. That's sort of what I'm feeling with that one, with the closed up throat chakra, where I was having trouble speaking. That generally happens when there's something that hasn't been said. And, you know, I mean, deception's a strong word here, but when someone is wearing a false self mask in this relationship, false self mask means that they're not speaking their truth. So I think that that's important for you to have that information. I want to ask about the Lovers here, because that seemed to me like a change in energy. Here we go. Heart-to-heart conversations. Honestly discuss your feelings with each other. So no matter if that's somebody from the past or someone that you're interested in, that's the missing link here, Cancer. Heart-to-heart conversations. Honestly discuss your feelings with each other. that will get you out of this deception energy. You know, you don't want to have that one coming in, especially at this time. So remember that through the Christmas, New Year period, you know, when there's family around, it could be just heart-to-heart conversations at that time with family and friends, you know, telling them how you're feeling at this time. You've got the relationships card coming with the Spirit Messages Oracle. And it says relationships are just mirror images of your own life. How you feel and treat yourself, as well as how you react and respond to different situations and people around you. Be aware that every relationship is an opportunity for soul growth. Perfect message. Perfect, because we're talking about they're a mirror of your own life. So how you feel and how you treat yourself. Remember what we were going to do here, Cancer, with how to treat yourself. And also, you know, when you're expecting somebody to speak up and say something that's missing, but you're not doing it yourself, you're just going to continually be in that cycle. So, you know, I think there's a few things there for you. I hope that that's made sense to those that are tuning in, to have the heart-to-heart conversations and honestly discuss your feelings with each other. I think that's the most important message for you. Good luck, Cancer. I think that you're going to have a lovely holiday period over this December and start of January. I'm going to check back in with you anyway. Please like, share and subscribe so you can follow the content on my Esoteric Tales and Tarot channel. And I wish you a very Merry Christmas. And I'll be checking back in, so stay tuned. And I'm sure you can shift this energy and you can just get a 10 of Cups going, which will be wonderful for you, Cancer, because it's there for you. So, you know, claim it. Hit the like button and claim it. Thanks for listening.